So today I wanted to talk about this super fun deck I've been into. It's Ezreal Targon. The idea is that we're playing into Ezreal, who has not been nerfed yet, but will soon be nerfed. We're playing into his ability as much as we can using all the new Targon cards. And with that, we get a lot of cool spell synergy cards like Hush. Let's see, cards like Pale Cascade and Guiding Touch that are burst speed, can draw us a card and are relatively cheap. And of course, we got Mentor of the Stones, probably the MPV, MPV, most value, no, MVP of this deck. It creates 3 gems, which we can use as discard fodder to either Spacey Sketcher or Zonai Urchin, or can be used to level up Ezreal. They can also be used to heal an ally, give it extra damage, maybe swing in for some extra damage, heal our Ezreal a little bit. Or we can use Mentor to give our elusive Ezreal, or a elusive 3-drop with Spacey Sketcher. We can buff them up and get in for some elusive damage. We also give Ezreal the buff, so he's hard to kill. We can give basically anything the buff. Flame Chompers, the 0-mana Challenger with Spacey Sketcher, those all work amazing. Mentor of the Stones, just a very, extremely powerful card. Being a good utility piece, being a good buff for some of our stuff. And then, of course, coming out on top with giving us extra card draw and maybe even cards to use with Ezreal's leveled up trigger. We play 3 Static Shock. And this is Swim's version of the deck, by the way. At least the version I found on his website. Plays 3 Static Shock, sort of interestingly. There's a lot of 1 health dudes. There's a lot of things you can kill with this, and the card draw's nice. Leveling up Ezreal is harder in this deck than you would originally think. We don't have a lot of targets, and so Static Shock can help with that. In the Infinite Mind Splitter, we want 1 copy of. I might up it to 2. The 1 copy seems fine for now. We can stun 2 things. It's an 8/8 for 8. That's perfect. We target 2 things. It's just great. 2 Triumph Beam Unpopulator. 2 Abuse Ezreal, Hush, Get Excited, Mentor of the Stone, Solar Priestess, especially Hush, being able to give it multiple triggers, and it is a heck of a card. It has a hard time working, but when it does work, it's a 2-for-1 trade. In this deck, we have enough 3-drops to make it very easy, very accessible to use. We have 3 Mystic Shot, just regular removal. 1 Flame Chompers to work with our discard fodder in the combination with Mentor of the Stones. That's just a broken combo. 3 Thermal Beam, 3 Rummage to abuse not only our Mentor, which makes 3 gems as discard fodder, but 1 Chump Wump. Yeah, that's the deck. Very powerful, very good at surviving the early game. Despite the fact that we're not playing Felord, or even most of Targon's healing, we're not playing that 1 5-mana heal 5, invoke a 7+ cost Celestial, which is surprising, but we don't want the extra Celestial unless we want it for discard fodder. It's just usually too weak, and we actually don't need the healing all that much. And being a 5-mana burst speed card that creates a discard fodder, like, we don't need that. We're not playing for the late game. We're playing for the Ezreal late game. Okay, so we're going up against a control deck, TF Swain. So far, when I played this deck, I've gotten mostly up against aggro decks, so this is going to be a little bit interesting. Given the matchup, we don't want Hush super early or Guiding Touch. Spacey can be good, but that means we're going to have to get rid of Chump Wump to try and draw into a combo piece with it. Alright, so this is a pretty decent hand. So, I'm just thinking here. We probably don't want Hush this early on in the game, so we'll actually discard it. I want the Chump Wump for possible card draw in the future. I will grab the Challenger, sort of oddly. We don't have our Mentor to pump it up, but I definitely think 3 damage in and then getting a kill on TF. Well, he could red card, right? But if he chooses not to red card, then this could be a great kill card for it. And it forces him to actually use red card with TF, or have another answer, which I think is pretty okay in itself. Rummage, perfect. Now we can use Chump Up, use Rummage to get some extra card draw. A body on the field is great. The idea here is we're either going to want to draw into a Thermal Beam so we can kill his Leviathan, or we're going to want to level up Ezreal and finish him off that way. We could also go for an early aggressive start. Tried to kill him before that, but I think with this hand we're going to have to play a little bit slower. Tri-Beam, that's great. We have 2 3-drops in our hand. We're going to be drawing into some Written in the Stars. Interesting. He has a hard time killing that with his deck, right? That's a 5 health Ezreal. Can he kill that, really? with the combination of cards he could, and that's why I think we have to pick the warrior. It can kill his TF, it can deal a little bit of damage to Swain, maybe kill it over 2 attacks. I don't really see that happening, but it does make it in range of something like Static Shock, which we have 3 of in the deck. I don't know, I feel like the warrior, also being hard for him to remove, equally hard as it would be for the Ezreal, while having more impact than the Ezreal. And we really can't level up Ezreal here without having some cards. And there's the Static Shock I was talking about. Good timing. Tri-Beam is going to be kind of weak. Yikes, that's not elusive. Okay, well, we're going to play Chump Lump. Make his attack with the spiders difficult, so he has to attack. Well, he can't even attack with the Petty Officer because of the Serpent, so it's just a 1-1. Oh, interesting. Oh, no, he's setting up for TF next turn. So I will actually rummage here. That's fine. But, I wanted to see if it changed my opening. I want to play the warrior, so that way when he plays TF into red card, I can just kill it, making his TF kind of weak. Okay, so he chooses not to play TF here. I actually kind of feel like, I don't know, the 4-1 keeping it alive is not that valuable. So this is the Make It Rain? What does he kill? Okay, interesting. So I miss killing the elusive here. I still have Static Shock, so I'm not that worried about it. I do want to save my health as much as possible because we don't have very much healing, if any at all. So keeping our health up is going to be very important, unless we can get the sisters sometime in the near future, which I don't feel like we are going to. So that is a leveled up Swain. No, it's almost leveled up. Okay, that's actually good. Not it being leveled up, but it just almost being leveled up. So I guess we do this, just to be mana efficient, and maybe we can get Ezreal down. Man, this is a weird matchup. I feel like we kind of lost. Just because he's going to play the Leviathan soon, and we don't really have Ezreal leveled up enough. If we drew the Infinite Mind Splitter, we would actually be able to counter sort of his Leviathan combo for a little bit, because we could stun Leviathan and Ezreal, or not Ezreal, Swain, and he would stun 3 of our things each turn, which would mean he can still kill us pretty easily. So I'll just pass here. So now I play Ezreal.
I thought you'd never ask.
To give the Tri-Beam extra attack. So he is working towards the Leviathan here, and I don't have that Thermo Beam we want. I want just regular. So this is gonna force out another answer from him.
Sure.
Oh no, okay.
Sounds dangerous. I'm in.
Might as well get use out of this while I can. Since he was probably either just gonna play Make It Rain here or Leviathan, and it won't matter at that point. Before
Empire above all.
What is that? 7? Yeah, I have 7. So actually, let's start with this. Okay. You didn't get it. I actually have to Tri-Beam to try to get a 3-power dude so I can block Swain. Or I can combo kill it. Okay, I did get the 3-drop. Sweet! So, if he has Leviathan, he'll play it here, and we're going to be in a tough situation. Because Leviathan Swain combo basically is that remove 3 dudes as long as they're on the board, and that, with our current hand and board state, we kind of lose. Ezreal isn't close enough to leveling up for us to try to finish him out, even with Mentor of the Stones. We could try to get some odd lethal, but I don't know if we're going to be able to.
Oh, take your time, pal. It's not like I've got better things to do.
Okay, well, this is a weird situation, guys. We don't have Thermo Beam. We don't have Hush. Okay, so interesting. He's going to try to stun the 3-3. I'm going to say go ahead. We're going to play this. Another Tri-Beam. So that's going to be at 0 now.
Oh, you're interesting.
So now I double up on Ezreal. So now Tri-Beam's got some juice. He can't save this, which is the only, you know, the only hope we have really, is that he doesn't have Leviathan here. So I play Mentor into this attack, almost always. That's the Thermo Beam?
Looking into the future, I see purple.
Okay, so yeah, he doesn't have the Leviathan. That's pretty sweet.
Oh, bloody crystals.
Watch and learn.
Your feelings.
Yeah, this feels fine. Like, he can't block the Ezreal here, right? Interesting, he doesn't block the Mentor. That's actually super strong for us. What does that mean? It means he has a way to kill Mentor otherwise, but he doesn't have a way to kill Mighty Poro, and he's scared of doing 3 damage each turn. Maybe he's scared of the Overwhelm. But what would that mean? It means he doesn't have a way to remove it, but everything else has low HP, so maybe he has a Make It Rain or something. I mean, I'll use the Mystic Shot, right? I have Tri-Beam and Thermo, although I'm going to have to save Thermo. Wow, we could still win this, guys. That Thermo top deck might change. Ooh, the Infinite Mind Splitter. That's an insane top deck. So, that's a Rex? No, that can't. Oh, is he trying to Rex here? Oh. Okay, he's gonna play Rex here. Yes, okay. That's fine. We go down quite a bit, though. We take 5 damage. Yeah, so... he has 2 mana left. Don't we just... use that Mind Splitter? How close? Ezreal's actually close enough to leveling up. Yeah, we end the round. Our hand is very weird. Alright, so we need to draw something to get rid of these gems and start drawing. Okay, cool. We won. Okay, wow. I gotta give it to you guys. That Infinite Mind Splitter top deck was insane. But we had the Thermo Beam, right? We could have killed it. We could have done played the unit or the what's that card called? The Tri-Beam into the well, we had 3 gems, right? So we could have played it into the Thermo, then we could have gemmed it 3 times. So if it had 4 to attack, it was at 3, so what 3 drops? It says send a random 3 cost unit. That's what. So if we remove this, sorry guys, I'm just trying to figure out whether or not we could have won without drawing the Mind Splitter. So it would have been a random 3 drop unit. So we could have gone basically nothing. Well, Dark Water Scourge, that wouldn't have worked either. Man, there's like nothing we could have actually gotten that would have killed him. We would have been 1 short of lethal, unless we got like something with this 4 attack stat line. So that was actually pretty good odds that we could have won, especially with the top deck giving us a possible out. I need to turn off my filters. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. This deck is so much fun. I hope you found it as interesting as I do. It has a lot of great tools from Targon in order to make it work. Tick, you play enough triggers to level up Ezreal very consistently, and you got plenty of ways to just finish out the game with Ezreal. You're usually using Ezreal on top of damage you got from other things, which is why I like this deck over other Ezreal decks like Ezreal TF, which just uses Ezreal to sort of win the game, and you play super slow, tons of card draw, you play into Rex, and it's just like, and I like having a little bit of spice, a little bit of attack, and I definitely like how this deck functions, using Mentor and Chump Bump into our Zonite, our Spacey Sketcher, and our Rummage. You abusing that card draw as much as possible is just insane. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.